everybody, and welcome back to Planning and More with Me's. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I do this video justice. And if you're one of my original homies, thanks so much for being here with me today. So today's video is all about last week's review. So this is video number 2 in the series of Last Week in Review. Yes, I am winning. So I wanted to go through my planner with you, talk about what worked, what didn't work, and what I'm planning to do to change it moving forward. So let's get right into it. All right, so we always start with, get this wire out of the way, it's kind of bugging me. All right, so we always start off with looking at my first page. Now, every time that I open up my planner, I like to open it up so that I can see this page. It just keeps me remembering what my word of the year is, and my intention then when I am working with my planner or looking at my planner is to ensure that I remain consistent. So that is why I always like to open my page, or open the front cover and look at this page first before I, get into the rest of my planner. So, my vision board still going strong. We are in week 2. So, working on some of these things, and some days are better than others, but, that's why we're growing, right? All right, so get into the tracker. So the year in pixels is going really well. I haven't missed a day yet. I haven't filled out today's. Today is Sunday, the 10th. So I haven't filled that one out yet. I will do it when I have allotted planner time. So that's when I'll do that. But other than that, it's been going pretty well. Okay. January currently. I am still doing these courses, still planning to practice time management, still doing keto, which is doing really well for me. Binge watching Younger. Y'all, today is a very sad, sad day. I have finished all 6 series. I am so sad. But here's the good thing about it. The problem with me is I couldn't focus on anything except for the show. It was so good that I would be thinking about what was going to happen next in my head. And then I couldn't concentrate on school, on, life, on work, and I would just want to watch the show all the time. So I figured if I just finished it, I'm waiting for it's Sunday. I'm waiting for season 7 to come out. I'm sure there's going to be a season 7. I mean, the way they ended it. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that. So that's done. And I'm still loving spending time with my family. I am staying consistent. I am filming my YouTube videos ahead of time, except for this one because I always have to do it on the Sunday, so that we get a proper view of how my week actually went. And then more time on spirituality and faith. Hasn't really been a priority this week, so I'm hoping next week I can, even if it's 10 minutes, but here's to trying. And then, of course, spending time with family, which is kind of hard right now because of COVID, but a lot of phone calls, a lot of video calls, a lot of text messaging, so we are keeping in touch. All right, so this is what my week looked like. It was busy. It was really, really busy. I guess we can cross a few things off together for things that I had gotten done. So I started off checking off, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I started checking off ones that I did do. And the ones I haven't done, I'm going to have to incorporate into this upcoming week. So the only class that I've been super consistent with is my English class. I was thinking of doing my, the English assignment. I was hoping to hand it in Saturday or Sunday, but I actually handed it in on Friday. So I was a day ahead with that one. That was the only class that I was super consistent with. And I've been consistent with my reading. So 20 minutes of reading a day. I've been super consistent with it. I'm really proud of myself for doing it. It just really gives me that like wind down time and gives me a chance to like focus on other things. I also did print my pictures at Walmart. I have not done, I mean, I've done some planner time, but I normally do this right before bed. So, but other than that, I mean, I've pretty much done like all the stuff, which is awesome. These two classes, the education class and the labor relations class, I didn't really do a lot of, but it's okay, because, you know, we'll just incorporate it into this week, and I just have to make sure, again, time management. I really need to focus on time management, so, that is what I'm going to do for next week. So, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I'm really digging the vertical spread. I've kind of like just placed stickers, you know, outside of my comfort zone, which is cool. Of course, as you know, next week's is a little bit more colorful. I haven't written anything in it yet because I haven't had my planner time just yet, but I guarantee you by the end of the night, all of this will be filled out. So I'm really excited about the way this turned out. Now, if we go into, what is this next one? My budget. So same kind of deal with my budget. I'm still trying to figure out what is going to work best for me. I haven't filled this stuff out yet. I do have it written down on like as a brain dump. I haven't yet moved it into here yet. And it's not because I'm lazy or just not consistent or anything like that. I need to find a better way to maybe write things down. And then I feel like if I was to use this weekly, it would be super, like, it would be the same thing over and over again. So maybe I type it up, print it out, paste it in here, and that way I can print out ones for every week, or I use something totally different. I'm not sure yet, but, and then same with this area here, so I need to do some catching up, but that's okay. So I've color coded what I've spent, and it's just by like, you know, if it's groceries, if it's entertainment, if it's food, if it's like a one-off purchase, like IKEA was a one-off purchase. I'm not always going to go to IKEA every week or every month, so I did want to ensure that I was recognizing that as a different color and it doesn't just like fall in with this. I also signed up for Wild University, that planner program online, and it's actually really cool. There's a lot of really neat resources. Like I printed off, and I can show you guys really quickly, but this is what they're focusing on for January, Budget You, and it just has like a lot of, there goes my light. It has a lot of like really cool, I printed it in color and in black and white, but I think it has a lot of really cool areas that you can look at when you're budgeting, and I think it like almost, I don't know, I think it works out a little better. So that's what I've been kind of looking at. Again, haven't filled it out, but I have talked to my husband about it, and we have kind of been, you know, looking at it to see how we can incorporate it into our daily lives. So that is something that I'm going to continue working on. Other than that, I've been super mindful about where I'm spending my money. Obviously, we can see what the big spending tickets are right now. It's definitely eating out. So, and it's not even a lot of like eating out. It's mostly like, I don't know. I mean, it's still keto friendly things because that's what, my husband and I are still on keto, and it works out really well for us again. Like it's not a long-term fix. It's just for the time being. But this is where we treat ourselves because everything else we make at home. All right. So social media. I have to say that I've been pretty consistent with my social media. This one was a little bit of a plain Jane spread, I feel, but it did the job. I don't there are a few pictures on here for Instagram that I did not print, or did not post, sorry. But I mean, it's life, and for the most part I was consistent, so I'm still going to give myself a win and celebrate it, because that's important. And I also want to just give myself some recognition for even like continuing to keep up with it. Like, life is getting busy. Schools are opening tomorrow. That means my job gets a little bit more busier. And then, you know, on top of that, I have 3 courses that I'm doing at school, plus the flight curriculum that I'm doing. You know, like, I'm a busy person. So the fact that I'm even still able to keep up with all of this is amazing. And what's even more exciting, guys, is that I am now, you know, this week I'll be filming for the week of the 25th. So I already have the week of the 18th all good and ready to go, but now I'm filming for the 25th, the week of the 25th. So I'm making progress, which is really, really, really exciting. And so I'm just, you know, again, fingers crossed, I want to stay consistent, and hopefully, you know, the coming weeks are going to be awesome. So I mean, I've utilized it. I haven't really checked it off. One of my goals, but I did actually, every day I've been looking at it, and I always open this section and I'm like, okay, what do I need to post today? What did I forget to post? And then I go and I take all my pictures. So this is like a really great tool. I really, really enjoy it. Now, the second part of that is I really like, okay, so first of all, I posted it today, so it's fine. But I used Ashley Anderson's spread that she created on how she like pre-plans her social media. And I have to say, like, it really, really did help. So I feel like my spread this week looks so cute. And so much more organized, and I've, you know, really utilized both sides of it. So if you haven't caught my latest video that's up on my channel, which is my how I plan my social media, basically I've literally just kind of changed up what each section has been used for. So this side is pictures to take, this is videos to record, this is when my videos are releasing, and then these are my Instagram posts. And then I also have written down like what I'm going to be filming each day. So when I know that my days are a little bit lighter, I end up filming more. I know like Mondays, my husband works in the afternoons, so I do a lot of my filming on Mondays. He's off Tuesday and Wednesday, so we try and spend as much time together as we can. I have written down that I am going to be filming my social media weekly and my monthly catch-all weekly, but I mean, realistically, I could just get it all done on the Monday. You know, it's all about time management. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how many of these I can hammer out. Maybe I'll wake up a little bit earlier before work and, you know, film one, and then on my lunch break film another, and then in the evening film one more. So there's so many different ways for me to incorporate this. But I'm really digging the way it's turned out. So yeah, so I'm not entirely sure. You know, I'm going to continue with this dashboard spread just because, you know, I wanted to stay consistent, and I am utilizing it. So it's not like I'm not, but then maybe in February, I might switch it up and use this one. So this one is, I mean, I could, same kind of setup as Ashley's, but I could literally just kind of like put a sticker or white this out or something, and then do the same type of thing. For those of you who have seen this, it's just super like, it's like in depth of, you know, what your plan of attack is for social media, content ideas, inspiration, hashtag and keywords. I mean, I might honestly even fill out this sheet and then laminate it, because a lot of the hashtags, I mean, in all of our pictures, we use almost the same hashtags, right? Especially for the planner community. So it'd be nice to have them all written out, and then I know how many to put in all the time. The other option is also using it strictly for planning. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm still really confused. I know I have a ton of these sheets, which is great, but then I also have the entire Homebody Dashboard planner. So I'm still between the two. anyways, we'll see how it goes. So the next section is my reading section. Super cute. I am reading Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. I always try and do this at the beginning of every year since she's written this book, simply because I'm obsessed with her writing. I am obsessed with her inspiration. She's super motivating. I have the book and I listen to her on Audible, so depending on where I am, if I'm in the car or if I'm at home. The great thing about her Audible is that it's read in her own voice. It's her voiceover, so you know, she changes her voice or like the tone, whatever, the pitch. She's so amazing. So I'm reading her book right now, Dare to Lead, and every day for 20 minutes I try and read her book. Now, there has been some times this week where I haven't, but it's never been more than 2 days. Except for I think the last, yeah. So what I do here is, okay, so yeah, it's been 2 days. I didn't really read on these 2 days, and I'll read tonight. So hasn't been more than 2 days, but it's okay. So what I normally do when I'm reading her books is I write down what pages I've read from. So because this started on the 4th, I had already started this book on the 1st. So but from the 1st to the 4th, I had already read up to page 34. So on Tuesday when I read from page 34 to 48, and I literally put a timer on my phone for 20 minutes. That's how I keep myself accountable. It's a little goal. 20 minutes is 20 minutes. It's not a long time. It's not, you know, whatever. It's super quick. So that's what I do here. I just write down what pages I've read. I write down quotes that I like from her, you know, things that I want to remember. I have sticky noted the crap out of what I've read so far. So that's what I like to do with books like that. And then my next book I'm going to read is probably something fictional. So something that has a little bit of an exciting storyline. Haven't decided yet what it's going to be, but same kind of deal. You know, write down how many pages I've read. You know, something interesting that happened, maybe a quote from the book or something like that. So, I mean, I did pretty good consistency wise. And then of course I'll fill Sundays out. So that's okay. Now, you guys know that I like to keep my spiritual section private. As I've mentioned before, it hasn't gone the greatest, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Actually, I just need to like remove this and put this in here. And I also need to put my name on these things, so yay me. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I am super, super grateful for each and every one of you. I hope that I'm doing these videos justice. Please let me know if there's anything on here that you have questions about or more things that you want to see. You know, different ideas of videos and stuff. Like, I am totally open to showing you, you know, a little bit about my life and my planning life. So feel free to let me know what it is that you'd like to see on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If I've done this video justice, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and that post notification button so that you know every single time that I upload. And I said that all in one breath. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, be kind to one another. It is a cruel, cruel world out there. Take care of one another, and we will catch you in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.